So last night at around probably 7 o'clock, they released a new update for Dragon's Life by Shyfoox Studios. I have been personally playing this game since probably around 2017, which I have long awaited a new game in the first place, which is this game, let alone a new update to it. And I know that there was a lot in relation going on to the fact that it took so long for the game to be uploaded, and especially now there's a lot going on with the fact that not a lot of people are appreciating the update. So I figured I would, as somebody who has played this game since 2017, seen it go through all stages, met developers, talked to Shy, talked to all these people, I would like to give my personal opinion on how this new update is. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I will review what I have access to myself, what happened to the atmosphere, the characterization, the accessories, all of that stuff. So right off the bat, you see there's an update box, shows all of the updates that have happened, most recent updates, information on the new revamp in the bottom left, which is nice to have, shows what has changed, what you can expect, etc. I personally did have to remake all of my main dragons, because with the update, it did save your dragons, but it did not save the wings due to the new wing updates. And it kind of messed up your dragons a little bit because there is so much more room to accessorize and color the face of your dragon, let alone the body too. So I think I'll start off now creating a new dragon. I will show you guys what is new with this. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, definitely. Getting used to how the colors work, all this. The eye stuff is the exact same pretty much. I know they're having issues with that as of right now, but the update is brand new. And they released it fairly early because of demand. So, right off the bat, the dragon's face, I think it's personally very cute. Also, they have this camera focus thing. I think it's very nice. It might make it a lot easier to customize your dragon. You can open and close the mouth. Dragon's face is very nice. Side profile, other side profile. Very pretty. A lot more depth to the dragons. A lot more room for customization, as you can see. You do start off, as with the old game, with the European dragon wings, which can be fixed. I will show you right now. As you can see to the right in the accessories box, there's all these accessories. They are locked right now, but you actually now can get in-game currency to purchase these items. There's the ears, which are all the old ones that we used to have. I expect new ears eventually, but there's those. These you have to pay for with a game pass, which I don't remember if that was a thing before. Max of 3, which is also the same. All these antlers, horns, whatever. I cannot click these buttons. Okay, there we go. Very cute. With the face, we have the eye stripes that we used to have. We have the freckles, we have the muzzle, we have these whiskers that are brand new. I think they're very cute. We have muzzle line, which is old, band-aid, which is old. Also, another thing worth mentioning, each accessory category is separated by what part of the body is attached to. Like it used to be just face, legs, stuff like that. Well, it's hard to explain, but they have everything separated by the part of the body they are now, which is a little bit hard to get used to. But I think personally, over time, we'll find that it is a lot easier to deal with. That being said, I will continue these. We have the eye strings, eyebrow strings, muzzle strings, glasses frames. I am a huge fan of these. I've always loved this accessory, even in the old game. Cheek fur, jaw fur, mustache fur. These are new. Antennas. I think they are very cute. There's also a butterfly proboscis. A little butterfly dragon. I think it's very cute. And you'll see later there's also more butterfly accessories, which I personally really like. Eye spikes. This is for the VIP thing. Feather cheeks, feather head, forehead stripes. All of this stuff that we used to have in the old game if you owned VIP. There's also a new collectible here, Vampire Fangs, that I do not have yet. Personally in this game, I do not have a lot of levels. I'm not really sure how, because I have grinded for so long in this game, but It depends very much on how much you play it. Also, I notice now, I know in the old game there was plenty of complaints about the time of day affecting the way your dragon looked in the editor. I also related to how annoying that was. As you can see, it is a little bit altered by the color of the floor, but that is very unimportant and it is much better than whenever it would turn night in the last game and you would not be able to see anything at all, which was never really fun to deal with, but they have changed that. It does seem to be fixed, which I think is a very great addition to the editor room. We have the hair that we used to have. I'm pretty sure, yeah, these are all the same hair that we used to have in the old game, just added onto the new model. We have the hats that we used to have. We do have some new things in here that I will show, but all these things, this is new. I'm not even going to try to pronounce what that is called, but that's new. The skull is definitely revamped, I can tell. The butterfly, these butterfly wings, as I said, there's a lot of butterfly accessories. I really dig the way they look. This ninja thing, glowing crown, and I have not gotten any of these other things yet, but they seem to be some sort of Halloween thing. I think that's pretty cute. We have some new horns in here, which is very cool. We have these stubs. I think those are goofy, but I do like the idea. It would go well with characters that are supposed to be more like lizards. You can take it off, but from the back you can tell there's supposed to be something there, you know? Gentle curve. These are damaged horns. We do have some damaged horns, which I do like because also it was very hard in the old game to make characters that looked old, damaged, have been through some sort of physical mental trauma. Like, as you can see, damaged horns, very good addition, I'd say. I love the way that looks. We have these squiggly horns. These are nice. Tall Wonders, I always used to use these. These I think are pretty cool. I like how they're floating. This looks like it would be some sort of magic dragon. Same with this one. Again, not going to try to pronounce this, but I think these look very cool. I really like the way it has that little orb in there. This is cool too. I have not myself looked through all these horns yet, so this is new to me as well. I like that too. These are very cool. There's also two more here that I do not have access to. This is another thing that people were very excited about here. Lashes. Now, when you have a female dragon, you can make it look feminine. Even like male dragons, obviously, he can be fabulous too. But a lot of lash options up in here. Got eyeliner, you got just general lashes, eye bag, liner, all that. I'm very excited about these. I think that's very cool. I'm glad they did that. And nobody asked for that, but I think that it was perfect that they added it because I know that it would have been a thing. Like somebody eventually would have wanted dragons to look more feminine if that was the case. There's more opportunity for markings on your legs, which I really like. The thigh markings, the inner leg markings, very nice. All of the old cuffs, these brand new ones, which again, don't know what this is, but it looks pretty cool. Futuristic legs. We do have new futuristic glowing things for VIP members, which I'm very, very glad about because I remember I used to be a little bit bummed when all I could do was the thighs, the back, the tail, the neck. I know a lot of other people probably would have preferred more of that stuff, but scarf, I really like this accessory. I'm gonna have this on all of my dragons. Fur, obviously. That thing. All the feathers, the new accessory, the new futuristic accessories. We have all these nose piercings that were here before, but I'm sure, so as you can tell, they definitely reworked them, and I think they look pretty cool. We have a lot of scars, a lot more scars, which is again great, as I said earlier, for characters that have like injuries, physical trauma sort of thing. All over the body, not just over the face like they used to be. Let me find an example here. I'm still on the face. Let's see, we got thighs, shoulders. There's a long face scar, pretty cool. Belly scar, torso scars, very cool. I do dig this a lot. This is the skeleton game pass as they had mentioned years ago. I do not have this personally, but this was a thing years ago. They said they were going to do this, and it just did not happen until now, which I've seen people do it. If you want to watch a video on this, I will link a video in the description of, I don't remember his name, but he did upload a video going through these accessories, and I think they look very cool. We have the spikes that we used to have. The only really new thing about the spikes that I've noticed is that these spikes on the jaw used to be attached to just these head spikes. Like it would be this, it was all in one. But they are now separated, which I think is very nice because I know personally I got annoyed having these jaw spikes whenever I didn't want them. Have the tail stuff. Very cool. Don't know what that is, but it's very cool. Futuristic stuff. You have these bracelets, which you have to be in the studio to have these things. You have the tail tips. We have a lot of new tail tips that I have seen. We have these. That's not new, but I again have not gone through all of these for myself. Shark fin, rhombus, blobs. Very cute. No, that's cool. Another butterfly one. I dig that one. And that spiderweb tail that I do not have yet. We have the backpacks that we used to have. Looks like the model's the same. We have the belts, which the model also looks the same. It's just lower down the body. We have the fur, the staff thing. Oh. I don't know what I just hit, but pretend that didn't happen. We'll go back now. Okay. Now, this is the coolest thing in my opinion. Your dragon does not have to have wings. It can literally just be like this. Like dinosaur lizard looking thing. I think that's very cool for like aquatic creatures, forest dwellers, stuff like that. I think it's very cool, but you cannot fly without wings. That is something people are confused about, which I thought it was self-explanatory you couldn't fly without wings, but whatever. So be it. We have the feathered wings. Also, I would like to show something that I find very cool about these wings. So you can color them like, hello, is this gonna work? There we go. So you can color them like on the bottom, see all that pink right there. On the top, nothing. You can do the same up here. That is so cool. It has 2 layers to the wings. I think it makes it look a lot more unique. I dig that, and I'm so glad they did that. I think it is so much cooler than it was before like that. A lot more room for customization, especially if you want the top of your wings to be black, the bottom to be white. I just think it's a very, very cool idea. We have the butterfly wings too. This I think is very cool. I'm so glad they did this as well. I haven't had time to experiment with these wings, but I really look forward to being able to do it. And oh, I cannot get over the fact we don't have to have wings. I think it's so cool. These European wings again, I love the way they revamped these. They have a lot more room for customization as well with these wings. Very pretty. As for these extra ones that you can equip, you have the spiderweb wings that I do not have, the futuristic wings. I don't have these yet due to my level, but I have seen people with them and I think they are extremely cool looking. And I cannot wait until I get enough levels to get those. So I have showed you all of this. There's also a new search bar. You can search for things like if I wanted to find fur for my dragon, you look up fur, get all the fur you want. Very cool. I am glad they did that. It's a lot easier. You have different boxes. So right now I'm on all accessories, but I can go to collected, ones that I have earned via levels. I mean, via buying them, sorry. That I have bought, which I haven't bought any yet. I haven't been on enough to buy anything yet. These are free things. So if you don't have VIP, you're not in the group, etc. You haven't spent Robux basically. Group things. All you have to do to join the group and get these group objects is join the Shyfoox Studios group. And then you get all these extra accessories that were free before. But now you can be in the group for it. And there's also this Game Pass things. You buy the Game Pass for extra accessories. You get these. I also look at these stripes, very pretty. And these are things that you earn by level too. Things that I have earned with my levels. Looks like these are all things that I have unlocked. Yeah, it doesn't show any that you. Oh yeah, I guess it does show things that you haven't unlocked because I don't have futuristic wings yet. But nevertheless, pretty cool. All right. This is a brand new spawn thing. Currently, ancient is out of order, so I just click old. I usually go for ancient. There's Adoption Center, Arena, Magical Tree, Forgotten River, Tropical Swamp, and obviously the famous School. But I will go to Adoption for the time being. Ooh. I'm gonna turn this down just so that you can hear me still. Already some people hanging out in here. I really like the way that this new adoption center looks. Hello, guys. How do I turn this audio off? I'm like a boomer, I'm sorry about that. Alright. So, right off the bat, brand new adoption center. Very cute. I really like the way this adoption center looks. I recommend looking at this on your own. But this is a cute dragon. I like the way this looks. It's like a blue jay. I like it. So, new walking animation as well. I really dig this. It's like the actual Roblox walking sound, which I think is very funny. You can walk over here. See, brand new. Look how huge just this one area is. And I'm gonna go over here. I will run over here actually, show the new run animation. And I will show these new emotes. I'll do it right over here. These flowers. So all these are the normal ones. They like upgraded the old ones, as you can see. They have the dances still. They have this, I think is pretty cool. Floating. I am going to be using this so much because it is so cute. They have the hunt. These different poses will make role-playing much easier for all you that roleplay. Hype, lay back. This was in the old Wolf's Life game. I used to love this animation. I would always do this in Wolf's Life. Side lay, licking paw, scratching back. I think this one's so cute. It's like a dog. It's so cute. Side lay, sit, and they redid the sit derp. I think it's so cute. We have all these expressions, which I'll let you guys admire these all on your own. But my personal favorite is this one. It's so funny. Why are his eyes like that? Love it. Also, one other thing I think you guys are going to be so excited about, all you old Dragon's Life players, is the hurt animations. I know whenever they made the new game and I started playing it, I used to be so upset that they did not have the hurt things anymore. Oh, this is cute. But they added them back actually, as well as these other roar animations. New stretch. These are all temporary animations, you go back to normal after them. Tail. Your tail can go down, opposed to how it is normally risen up a little bit. Your tail can be tucked between your legs, sort of like a scared thing. Tail can go up, and tail can go straight up, which I think is goofy looking, but I like it. Okay, so now let's focus on the flying. The wings move very slowly, which is definitely a new thing. You can't see under my wings very well, but I would like to show you one more other thing. Oh, it's loud. Alright, I'm going to show you guys. So first of all, this flying. The wings sway very nicely when you're flying idly. I think it's very cute. Flying up, your wings flap. Flying down, your wings go around your body. Oh, let me show you that again, because I just messed that up. Alright, so straight down, your wings get tucked in by your side. I think that's very cute. I love the attention to detail when they focus on these flying animations. I just think it's so cute. Also, in the old Dragon's Life, when you would turn, your body would sort of just go like this, midair. You know, you'd be flying straight, and rather than angling and flying, you would kind of just go to one side like this. But now when you make steep turns, your body turns with you. And I think it is very cool they did that. A lot of attention to detail from these creators, from the animators, from the coders, all that stuff. And also I found this. This is the old dragon model that they just snuck in here. I think it's very cute. There's a few of these throughout the game, as you can see up here. This map is so huge, I could not make a video showing the entire map. You should just get on this game by yourself and look at this map. It is beautiful. It is nothing I've ever seen before in any sort of game like this. And I could go all day trying to explain all this new stuff, but it would take too long. This is cool. They still have dens, which is good. The map has a lot more depth to it. They redid the beach. They redid all biomes. This is a spawn point. And also, now in this game, I don't know if I'll be able to find an example for you guys, but they did add something that you can find. They added rubber duckies that they hit everywhere. And when you collect these ducks, depending on the rarity of them, you will get experience. And I am still currently playing in a very early development. This update was just released yesterday. They still have a lot to do yet, a lot to update. The game is going to have bugs for now, but that is okay. That is all I have to show. I think that we are very grateful as this community to have developers that care enough to make updates like this, take everything we like into account, make new dragon models, accessories, everything that we suggest for us. And if there's something we don't like, they take that feedback and they fix it. We are very grateful to have creators that will do something like that for us, because I can't personally think of any other creator of any Roblox game that would be willing to do this much for its community. And I'm very grateful personally. All of the developers, all the admins, all of them are great people. They all do great things. And this game is beautiful, and I'm so glad that this update turned out so beautifully. And I am very proud of them. And I'm so proud seeing how far this game has come along. Bye bye.